Are we recording? Goodness gracious. Let me turn the Spotify. Get the heck out of here. Get the heck out of here, Spotify. We don't need you. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cloak and Stagger. I am your Dungeon Master tonight, Moose. And we are gathered here together, as always, with our trusty group of adventurers. Susan, ID 10T, Urus, and Uthal, in no particular order whatsoever. It's been a couple weeks. It's been a couple weeks since we played. We've had some people that were out of town. We've had some work complications, things like that have all kind of played into our kind of 2-week hiatus. However, it's not that big a deal. It's just an intermission campaign before we start Icewind Dale, Rime and the Frost Maiden. This book is thick with 4 C's. It's just a few pages shy of the Dungeon Master's Guide. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's bigger than the Dungeon Master's Guide. It is just a few pages shy of the Monster Manual, which is insane. So we're very much looking forward to that. We had our session 0 to kind of get all of our ducks in a row, all of our characters created. So once we get all of that completely fleshed out, we will be off to the races. So expect that probably here in the next, I don't know, few weeks is when we'll probably start. So I'm very excited about that. I want to take a second. Let's just go down the line here. I want to ask how everybody's doing. It's been a couple weeks. So Mr. 10T, how are you? How are things? How are you feeling? How are you feeling about the game?
Oh, pretty well. I'm ready to do some slashing and bashing and kill some things.
Yeah? Like in real life or in game?
I mean, take it as you will.
Whichever comes first.
Whichever, yeah.
All right.
I'm sure they'll allow this when I'm in jail. I mean, what?
That sounds good to me. Miss Susan, how about you?
Well, I'm feeling fine. I'm a little tired, but I've been working a lot of hours. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a little bit older. Dare we say 1 year older? Because yesterday's my birthday.
We had a birthday. Happy 3-0 to the Mrs. Kira Hout, aka Susan. AKA Worshipper of the Morning Lord, Lathander.
See.
All right. Well then, let's go over here to Sigor, AKA Urus. How you doing? How you feeling, man?
I'm doing all right. I've already done wires, and I was on my way to the Simon Says game, so I only got like 2 tests left.
That sounds sus.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sus. I saw you.
I'm gonna start a vote. We're voting Urus out of here.
Imposter.
Clearly the imposter.
Inside of my skull, like just poking at me for the last few weeks. Can't stop thinking about it.
BR Smith, thank you for the sub, sir. We've missed you. I haven't seen you in a minute. We missed you. Thank you for the sub. But seriously though, we need to ship Sigor out of the airlock. He's a danger to everyone.
Did you know statistically, red player is automatically slightly more suspicious to everybody just because it's red?
Interesting.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Some guys, there's some guy did most ejects for like certain reasons, and it turns out like red is viewed that way. Kinda, yeah.
Red is danger.
That's right. Red is dead.
Red is dead.
That's the cover I play, by the way. That's why I said that reference.
Yeah, it's red with cheese. Red with the cheese on the head. Red is dead with cheese on the head. All right, last but not least, Mr. Uthal. How you doing?
Ready to play. Ready to drink.
Well, I mean, I think you've already started on that.
Cheers.
Me too. I'm drinking some Jameson tonight. BR Smith, it's good to have you back, man. I know that Susan, aka Kira, can relate to you on being super busy with work. She's been doing 74-hour weeks.
Yeah, it sucks.
So So, but it's good to see your beautiful face, your beautiful name in chat. So, that being said, does anybody have anything they would like to say before we jump back into it? Any announcements? Nothing?
Yeah, I have 7 cantrips.
You have
I think
7?
that's kind of a big deal. Yeah, I have so many.
Congratulations.
I hope you're very proud of yourself.
Can you make bananas?
No, that's all I got though.
Can you make fruit?
Yeah. Can you do good, Barry? All right. So the last thing I'll say before we get started is do keep posted to our Twitter and everything. We're going to be announcing when we're going to be starting Icewind Dale. From what I've read so far, this looks to be my favorite campaign since Curse of Strahd. There's a lot of really creepy, really cool things that are going to happen in here, and I look forward to seeing what these fine folks do to handle that. So, let's jump right back into the into our campaign here, into our intermediate campaign that will get us from here to there. So last time, aka 3 weeks ago, you had finished trekking through the cellars of the Red Brand hideout. You found and dragged out the leader, Glassstaff, who turned out to be Yarno Albrecht, Sildar's good friend, and the emissary sent here to try and establish a police force, but instead came here and set up a band of thugs to run the town, but seemed to be like he was puppeteered by someone more sinister, someone with a bigger plan, who called himself the Spider. We don't know much about him yet, although you have been given some information that would lead you to a place called Cragmaw Castle. It seems to be a base of operations for the Black Spider. But nobody knows really exactly where it is, so they recommended that maybe you could go out just kind of into the wilderness and explore, and maybe find a goblin party or some sort of group that may be able to have information extorted from them. So after kind of agreeing of a plan of attack, that I believe we're going to head to a place called the Old Owl Well, which was maybe I'll have to double check, but it's a little bit of a trek a ways. They said there was a good chance you might run into some goblin raiding parties on the way there. But you decided to head back to the inn and take yourself a nice long rest after going through the Red Brand hideout. I will like to say that you all successfully completed your long rest, so you get all of your hit points, all of your spell slots, all that good stuff back. And Mr. Urus, you have a new item in your inventory that you managed to pry from the hands of Mr. Glassstaff himself.
Ooh.
Because you spent some of your time inspecting said staff.
Holy shit.
B.R. Smith! Goodness, holy God.
There it goes again.
Gifting 11 subs.
Wow.
Holy crap.
That's bananas. That's bananas.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Mr. Smith, for that. That is insane. Wow. You've gifted a total of 67 subs to this channel. You are hey, my alternate account got a sub. I appreciate that. Now I can use my I can use all the cool emotes for on my when I'm watching everybody else play. You're working your way to 100. Oh man, thank you so much. You're a king.
That's fantastic.
You're a king. Oh, all right, now I got to reset my brain here. And let's reset the map over here to you in the Stonehill Inn. You are waking up here. It's probably about 8 in the morning when the sun rises up above the horizon, just enough to come in through the windows and sort of wake you up. At least most of you. I'll let you decide who's going to wake up and who wants to sleep in. But I throw it to you guys. What would you like to do?
The moment that sun comes up, I'm up out of bed. It's just a hint of light's annoying to me. So it's just another day out in front of the sun.
Susan would like to get 5 extra minutes of sleep. She's a little tired.
I would also like to go to Susan's door and start just knocking.
Susan, you hear through the just outside your door, just.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
We've angered the dog. You hear dogs barking outside.
Do I hear the dogs as well?
Yeah, they're just running around outside.
I wake up and kind of am like, well, there goes my 5 minutes.
Susan. Susan.
I hear a voice, but I don't see them at my door. I'm outside and I don't see them.
Did
So
you
you're
see
outside? You're
those
not in your room?
dogs?
Urus, I still see you in your room
Oh, my bad.
on the map.
There's a phantom knocking on my door.
Oh, Uthal. 2 away. Yes, good. Where is
Dogs.
Urus,
10
yes.
Wolf, ghost dogs.
10T.
I'm 10T is oiling himself up right now,
Whoa.
Whoa.
doing his morning oil. I'll be right out, Urus.
Oh, okay.
You hear
Don't
kind
open
of some
the door.
splishing and splashing around through the door. Don't open the door.
Leave him be. Let him do his thing.
The dog's becoming more restless.
Yeah.
I walk out, but I'm clearly dripping oil, like a little bit where I'm walking.
10T looks slippery. Yes. Why?
I have to keep my limbs nimble, just so I can carry you guys into battle and make sure you don't die.
Oh, I'll start rotating my arms. Do you have extra? Yes.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll just kind of wipe my arm on him.
No.
You can have some of my access.
I'll just start rotating all over my shoulders and under my armpit. This is more nimble. Yes.
Absolutely. Statistics show that the more oiled up you are, the less likely you are to get struck.
Urus will remember. Good lesson. 10T.
I am very hungry and I go away.
You also notice, the two of you who are standing next to Urus, that he has a very fine staff on his back now, with the end of it made completely of glass.
Oh. Would you like oil on that? And I proceed to try to touch it and rub oil on his glass staff.
If yes.
I'll just put enough, a little bit, just on the top of it.
I will bash instead of stab. Yes, bash with staff. Cast with staff. Bash and cast.
By the way, I think holding it, I think it already automatically gave you the +1 that you needed, and then you can cast. Okay, I think I remember that. It's been, like I said, it's been a couple weeks, and I've been nose deep in Icewind Dale. As you exit out into the main room, you see the regular patrons still kind of.
Issues with...
Oh, what's up?
Famous
lost
last
you.
words. Having issues with.
Anyone else having issues with Roll20?
Not with Roll20,
Not with
but you
Roll20.
are kind of freezing up on Discord a little
So
bit.
everyone keeps cutting in and out.
You're the only one that keeps cutting in and out, and you're freezing.
Egg.
Yeah.
Leg! Which shouldn't be happening because you're hardwired in.
That's very sus.
That is very sus. That's very impossible. Now you're just frozen here. Let's see
yeah.
here.
Portrait.
Yeah, white sus. Emergency meeting.
Yeah, somebody hit the button.
Susan, please, move. Yes. Come. Yes. I'm just dancing around her. She lags.
Oh.
I've moved her.
I tried to move over.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you go ahead and just restart the. Well, just exit out of Roll20 and well, no, the whole if you're lagging in that too, I don't know. Maybe it'll go away. Maybe it'll chill.
Okay.
We'll give it a little bit and see if it chills. Cause you look okay right now.
Okay.
Just a little laggy.
Utho, have you ordered food? I'm hungry.
Well, I already got my morning nutritious beverage.
You hear Toblin Stonehill, the innkeep, sort of greet you all as you walk out. Ah, I see you got a good night's sleep. I assume no issues during the night?
No.
No issues?
Just some ghost dogs, but you know it happens.
What can I get for you to eat? Drink.
One meat, please. Yes.
Right. What you got for breakfast?
Well, truth be told, we have about the same for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Maybe just put some cheese on it.
I'll see if we have any cheese. And he goes back to the door and kind of props it open. Trelina, we have any cheese? Don't yell at me. I was just asking. Comes back. We don't have any cheese, but we do have boar meat. We have ale. We have water.
Eggs?
And we do have some eggs, I think, this morning.
I want all the eggs.
Do you have any bread?
We do have bread.
Bread.
I would like a boar meat egg sandwich, please. 2 of them.
He kind of looks at you confused.
With a large mug of ale. Thank you.
Susan, fancy. Yes.
Make
Yes.
it like 8.
I'm trying new things.
Very well. Give me a moment to go and explain to the kitchen what it is exactly that you want and make sure we have enough eggs to do that.
Maybe it can be your special. It can be a special of the day.
One meat
The Susan Delight.
and meat. Yes, one. Now? Yes. Go, please.
Yeah.
Yes. Money.
Okay.
Instead of gold.
Or Susan's special.
He comes back out a few moments later and says, I do believe we can make that happen, and, well, given everything you all have done for this town, I suppose we could give it the name the Susan Special.
How about the sideshow special?
No, Susan special.
The name's already been taken, sir. I apologize. He says it'll be out in just a few minutes. It'll be five silver apiece.
I put a gold on the table, so here you go. No,
Yeah,
I said,
push my-
all right, how about this for your troubles?
He says, this looks like it covers
Oh yeah, never mind.
2.
Here's 3 gold, right? Yes, 3, yes, 3.
He says, oh,
3.
wow, okay. Well, thank you very much. Anything else I can get for you while you're waiting? All right, and he kind of goes back to his duties, kind of preparing just kind of the quick things he would need on the fly, running the tavern there.
So we have 600 gold.
Yes.
Damn.
Much money. Everyone also knows gold today. Yes.
What?
Fine scouts.
Yes.
Fine scouts.
We've got
go,
a couple things.
Oh, Utho, read list. Yes.
So yeah, we got to find the Cragmire, which is the goblins.
Yes, yes.
We also got the shitty offer for the boxes in the cave, which is
No, fuck that.
And then we've got the orcs at the Weaventur.
Yes.
Wyventor. That's $100 each, and we still gotta find Rydolph.
What is Rydolph?
I don't know, it's somebody, but yeah, of course, Gundren.
Okay, so find goblins and kick them, interrogate. Yes.
Ah, you're all leaving the city then.
Who said that? Oh, never mind.
Yes, we are doing good deed. Yes, finding Susan's uncle.
So there's more lizard folk.
He's not a lizard. But yes, there are
Toblin
more
has a
lizard folk.
very confused look on his face at the moment after you said that.
He doesn't have to be biologically my uncle to be my uncle.
Ah, I suppose that's fair enough. About that time, you hear the door open beside you, and you see Elsa walk out with a huge platter of food, and she begins setting all of the Susan specials in between you on the bar, and says, "Well, it's good to see everyone. See that you're still alive. You've done this town a great service. We certainly appreciate it. I can't believe someone from Neverwinter would just come here and try to subvert the city. That just doesn't make any sense." As she's kind of saying that as she walks off. "Well, let me know if you need anything else. Okay. All right. Thanks. Bye." And just she seemed like she was kind of in a hurry and walks back in to the kitchen area.
She seems weird. What is wrong with her? Yes?
Well, she's in a little bit of a rush today, but it's mainly because Lennar has ordered about 6 of everything on the menu, and she's trying to prepare it all. But, he leans over the counter. "I'll be honest with you, I had them make your food first because, well, as she said, you've done a lot for the town. We appreciate it."
Thank you.
Susan, would you like to eat my Susan special? The food wouldn't really process through my gears correctly.
ID10T, thank you so much. I will. I absolutely take it. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's 3 sandwiches for Susan.
Very good.
I start eating the first one immediately.
Pass it down in front of Urus and Uthal, hoping that they make it all the way down to Susan.
That's
do
funny.
they? Does it?
Let's push it along.
Okay.
Susan eats her sandwiches. Are they good?
Oh yeah, they're good.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we're supposed to go look for the ruins of Owlwell. Owl?
Yes.
Yeah.
Owlwell.
Chase, there's undead people there. The guy at the orchard told us about it.
Toblin says,
That's
yeah, the old Alwell. It's, yeah, we've heard about weird things happening there. I've heard a few people speak of it.
Did Darren tell us where it was, or we don't know where that is?
He did,
Okay.
and I can actually tell you.
I'm mixing up that and Cragmore.
Yeah, it's fine. So it's about, it's probably a couple days, walk to the east on the Tribor Trail. I'll actually let me bring you over here to the map here. I can show you. So the old Owlwell. So you're here in Phandalin, and the old Owlwell is over here. And you can move about 4 hexes per day. So just moving at a regular pace. So if you were to kind of and the distance obviously is not correct here. It's not 35 feet over there.
It's
but
this big on the map.
you know, yeah, you could cut. You know, you don't have to follow the trail directly. You could cut through kind of the fields and wilderness to shave a couple off, but it would take about 2.5 maybe 3 days to get there.
Would going on the road be faster or no?
Going on the road would be a little faster, but it would probably end up being about maybe a little faster if you cut that corner first. Maybe by only about a half day, maybe a day though. And yes, he would have relayed that information to you. So, you're going to check out the old owl well then, huh?
Yes, ready. Yes, Owlwell. Urus is ready.
He
We
says,
have lots of options.
he says, there's been some strange going-ons there, but supposedly that well still, as old as it is, has fresh water, unlimited fresh water. There's something magical about it. I'm not quite sure. I've heard tall tales here and there. Truth be told, I don't really know what's true and what isn't anymore.
That is interesting. Unlimited water.
If you're thirsty.
That would be nice.
These are good. Honestly.
I look over at Urus. Urus, are you okay? You seem to be a little antsy.
Urus is, I'm just kind of bouncing my foot up and down. Wants to see, well, yes.
Okay, well,
Top-
Are you
maybe
Go ahead.
thirsty? They have something to drink here.
No. Magic. Yes. What magic? No one knows. Urus will know. Sideshow will know. Once finished, Egg McMuffins. Yes.
I like your new staff
yeah.
that you have.
Yes, it is, magic. Shields and, armor. Yes.
Those are funny words to describe a staff.
Is it?
I thought so.
maybe we should get going soon before Urus gets too antsy for his own good.
After a few minutes of kind of discussing everything, you notice you hear the door open. One moment. Gotta get his thing right. And you see a familiar face walk in. Darren Eatermath from the orchard kind of walks in, and you hear Toblin. And you see him kind of look past you and over to the elf and say, "Darren! Here for the morning usual, yes?" And Darren sits down at the table. Here, I'll have him face you there. And he just nods, and Mr. Stonehill sticks his head back behind the door again and says, "Darren, what's as usual again?" He comes back here to the bar.
Eatermath is here. Yes.
Eatermath.
He told us to go to the tower, remember? For a
Try the
clue.
Susan special. Don't do the usual. Do the Susan special.
The Susan Special.
Yes. Highly recommended. Yelp reviews are terrific.
He kind of slowly gets up out of his chair. He walks over to the bar next to you. Says, "Mr. Stonehill, I will take the what was it?
Susan special.
The Susan special.
I will take the Susan Special." And Toblin nods and kind of does the same thing, goes back, yells through the door. He says, "So have you thought about my offer? Going to the Owlwell."
That I think is where we're going, right?
Yes. Owlwell. Yes.
He says, I've just been hearing more and more stories, though, about the... He kind of does that little thing where he taps his fingers on the table. More and more of the prospectors here in town just digging around in those ruins, but more disturbingly, they've been chased away by something, even undead, some say. I've seen my fair share of undead in the day, but not around here.
Is it the Netherrealm?
He turns around and sees Ura standing behind him and looks at you. That's quite the staff you have there, friend.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's on my back, but it comes up to like his neck.
Yeah,
and
pretty
it's, like,
much.
triple my or double my height.
Yes. Lanky, but strong. Yes. Glass, but more like thick tree.
So he just sort of smiles and nods at you, and Toblin says, "They're going out to find themselves a goblin party, I think." Ah, well. Between that and the orcs, you should probably find no shortage of them between here and the Hourwell, if that's what your plan is. But I would certainly be gracious if you would check that out. I would definitely pay you.
Yes, we break goblin knees. Uthal. Break knees. Yes. Then what?
Cut off, kill knees. Yes.
At that time, you see both of the other females that are normally in the back come out with just a ton of food on different trays and platters and bring them over here to Lennar and just start just putting plates all over the table.
Do either of you know if there is a place that we could get horses? Or a fast mode of transportation?
Unfortunately, horses are in short supply here. They're mostly used for working and tilling, things like that, and few would be probably willing to part with that, especially with all of the goblin and orc raiding parties going around. It's hard to get new supplies here.
So are you saying it's a no for me?
It's a no for me, K9.
That's okay. That is fine. It does not hurt to ask. Okay, I'm ready to go.
I will find myself back to my table here, but if I don't see you again, it was a great pleasure. Not often do I see such a diverse party. Good luck. He goes and sits back down. And Elsa
He seems nice.
and
Yep.
Trelena head back to their behind the door, back in the kitchen there. About this time, you're all finishing up your food. What would you like to do?
Do we have a map?
We go.
You've
Yes.
you kind of have a rough map, yes.
Right. I mean,
It's
I
not as
remember-
detailed as the one I put on the screen, but
Sure. I have like a photographic map memory.
oh, do you?
My thing. I was just wondering if that's all
Me
we're
too.
going on.
Yeah. So looking at the map here, this is
Yeah.
kind of a rough, a rough idea of kind of where all this stuff is.
Cool. Yeah, I have excellent memory for maps and geography.
Your character does.
Yeah, my background.
Okay.
Same.
Cool. Okay, well, yes, should old Owlwell, we should go there. Eurus is ready to go, I can tell, yes.
Yes. Are we on travel mode already, or do we need to walk out and exit the town?
I mean, I can just kind of I can kind of.
We usually have to leave the building first, Eurus.
So what's the route you would like to take?
Should we be most efficient or should we be safe on the road?
Trail. Yes. Easier to find. Goblin. They watch trail. They jump us, but we jump them. Harder. Yes.
Okay, Urus, you are the boss.
I don't exactly remember where goblins were. I just know that they patrol the area around the town, so sure. Maybe
If
they like
no
roads.
goblins on the way to well, then we don't take trail. Come back. Yes.
Then they're
Surely.
scared of us.
Maybe.
We should get Banner. Man, I wish we could get horses, because if we had horses, we could get Banner that says sideshow and have it like between them.
This is a good idea. Yes. Need money for this. Yes.
What
We
about
have a
the-
lot of money.
Horses,
about the-
maybe?
What about the carriage that we came in on?
That was not ours. Do
Yes, but it wasn't theirs.
you want to steal it? Is that what
Maybe
you
we
said?
can buy it.
Well, we can say we're taking it back, and then make a few detours before we take it back.
So I'll,
Yes,
I'll say this. Actually, I'll tell you what. All of you roll a make an intelligence check for me. Just a flat intelligence check.
No.
Let's see how good y'all's memories are.
That D ain't smart.
16, 14, 15.
Slowly but surely.
Wait,
I'm
Uthal
getting
rolled
there.
twice for some reason.
Did I? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I did.
Do you have 2 instances of D&D Beyond
Susan.
open or
Susan's very
Roll 20?
smart.
Maybe I just clicked it twice because I didn't
Okay.
see it.
Look at Susan. Smarty.
Okay,
Smarty
so
pants.
everyone except for 10T,
Oh,
including the 2 oxen that you brought in, not horses, you've seen maybe 6 or 7 horses in various different abodes, and most of them seem to be working the fields or possibly belonging to somebody like the town headmaster or something like that.
well, we can't exactly like transport water, so it's whatever. On foot it is. Okay, ready? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Are we
Okay.
taking quick route or the trail? Yoris, why aren't you talking to me?
Oh, trail. Yes. Trail.
Trail. Trail it is.
Don't be dick, bro.
So we should be able to make it to here or here, right?
Yeah. So the way it kind of plays out is that you can spend about 10 hours traveling. Then you'd need an 8-hour rest unless you wanted to push on through the night. And then there's about a 6-hour period that you can kind of break up in between for various things like scavenging for food, cooking, setting up camp, things like that. So you've got 10 hours a day that you can travel, but that is included in the distance that I told you. So yes.
Okay. And then yeah, we're rolling.
Okay. And what's
it
the
out.
route you're taking? You're taking the shortcut?
No,
Are
we're
you
gonna
doing
take the
this?
trail.
Taking the trail? Okay. So, you set out. Are we ready to go?
Yes.
We're ready to take the Oregon Trail.
Okay. So you set out on the trail, leaving out of the town to the kind of north. And the further you get from town, the more and more the sound of the town kind of dampens behind you, and soon you lose vision of the buildings, including the Tressendar Manor that sat on top of the hill there, until you've found yourself about 3 or 4 miles away. Each hex here is roughly 6 miles. And the day is actually pretty nice. It's kind of mostly cloudy. It's a little hot, but there is a slight breeze that sort of blows through your hair, for those of you who have hair, which I don't think is any of you. So it blows through your gears, through your gills, through your scales, whatever you've got. But it seems mostly pleasant. And you make it to the intersection here of the Tribor Trail, that leads south from Phandalin and then east. So you've traveled about 3 hexes or so. And like I said, you can go about 4 in a day, so you can continue to the east another hex if you would like. And I think you have control over this. I think you all have control over that.
What time did you say it was currently?
So if you were wanting to travel throughout the day, I would say you left probably about 9:30, maybe 10 a.m. This would probably put us probably about 4 p.m., maybe 5 p.m. when you get to this spot.
We can go further. Yes? Yes,
Yes.
further.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we go another hex.
Okay.
While also, the point of this is to be on guard because we're expecting an ambush from some goblins or some people watching the road.
Okay.
So I'm reminding everyone to constantly be shifty-eyed in our movements.
Everybody go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Perception.
I think also my Google Chrome messed up recently. I don't remember how to link it back to Roll20. It's like something's missing.
You would need to have the Beyond 20 extension installed and turned on.
Okay, yeah, I gotta get that again. So I'll just roll on directly on one. You said perception?
Yes, perception.
Okay, that would be this plus 4.
Okay.
Not me.
Yeah.
we don't see anything.
So, you find your way back to the part of the trail that becomes a little more shrouded with woods and everything on either side. Occasionally, the embankments on the side reach ground level, but a majority of it there is sort of a rise on either side with trees hugging either side. But you were able to actually travel through the day without incident. You do find a nice place, it seems, possibly to kind of pull off to the side of the road and possibly make camp, and possibly do some hunting or foraging if you wanted to.
Yeah, once we set up, I'm gonna do my wanderer stuff, and as long as it's there, I can find food and fresh water for up to 5 people, provided that the land offers it.
Sure. If you would, go ahead and just make a survival check with me, or for me, with advantage.
Sure.
Very good. So you're able, once you guys kind of pull off and start making camp, Uthal, you sort of break off and go into the woods, and you are actually able to find a deer that you successfully kill and bring back to the camp, which is plenty of food, actually, for quite some time, as long as it doesn't spoil.
Look what I found.
He kind of comes back with a full-sized doe kind of over the back of his shoulder. Yeah.
I killed it while holding my chest right here.
Great work. Good job. Good job, team.
Yep. And I know how to do this, so I'll prepare it and make food out of it.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
I'm pitching my tent.
Just kind of sitting up. against
Well.
the tree.
I do declare.
Going through my
Tenty is patrolling around, just kind of pacing around the camp.
Okay,
with
so you're
his
just kind
bow
of keeping
out,
an eye out.
just- Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to grab a few twigs so I can hide my tent.
You're gonna try to
Hide my
camouflage your tent?
tent. Yeah. You know, like the guy in Guardians of the Galaxy who's like, see, you can't see me.
You gotta be like Drax?
Drax,
Yeah,
yeah.
like Drax, like, no, they totally can't tell because there's a branch there. It's invisible.
Make a
The
survival
blood
check for me with disadvantage.
Well. Womp,
A
womp.
7. So you do manage to find some sticks, and you find plenty of them. There's plenty to find. But you're not really sure how to get them to kind of lean up and stay on your tent. So there's certain areas where there's just a bunch of sticks leaning on over on the tent. In other parts, it just kind of falls down. One of them almost kind of punctures a hole in it, but you manage to stop it before it does, and you save your tent.
Good.
Anything else anyone'd like to do?
No.
I'm gonna take off my leather tunic
Okay.
and kind of just throw it aside while looking at my staff.
Okay. Just screw this thing. So, what do you have underneath your tunic?
I literally have like a darkened white T-shirt or like a little just a small
A dingy
small
shirt. Okay, sure. It's kind of ripped, dirty. Okay. Are we doing any kind of watch for the night or anything like that?
10T. Need rest? Yes.
Just a short rest, but I can keep watch for most of the night if someone wants to watch the first half. First little bit.
Urus will watch first half.
How long's a short rest?
A short rest can be as short as an hour, I believe. A long rest is 8 hours. I can double check that. I'm a little rusty since it's been a couple weeks, but I can tell you actually.
Sounds right.
Right now.
The
Udo,
plane,
is the venison ready?
yes, the deer looks fine.
Oh,
The plane,
perfect.
the plane looks fine.
Yep. So he's managed to kind of skin and cook this deer over the course of a couple hours, just over the fire that's been created there. But yes, a short rest is a period of downtime, at least 1 hour, where you do nothing more strenuous than basically chill, eat, drink, read.
I'll take a 2-hour short reboot,
Okay.
and then I'll patrol the rest of the night.
Okay.
Nice.
Let me see something here. Okay. So, anybody else? Anything else that anybody wants to do before bedtime?
Does there seem to be any like game trails or paths that are besides the main one that we're on, kind of near?
The
our area?
only one you saw was the one you followed, where you found the deer.
Gotcha.
I would've
Staying
liked
up
to
till
have
he's done
my
rebooting.
and went to my tent and went to bed.
Okay. And as you're kind of getting ready for bed, you kind of hear kind of a roll of thunder coming in a little bit, just from the distance. It kind of gets a little more breezy. You can definitely tell that there's probably a storm, coming either tonight, tomorrow, or it might just pass by. You don't know.
I just want to peek my head out of my tent and say, you guys, I think it might rain. So if the tent's really small, but maybe if we sit Indian style, we could all fit. But just so you guys know, the tent is here. Especially ID 10T, if it starts raining, we need to get him in here. We don't want him to rust. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to lay down now. Good night.
Good night, Susan.
Okay. So, throughout your
Good night.
watches and throughout the sleep, nothing happens, and you sleep through the night. And daylight comes, and when I say daylight, it's very overcast, and it is actually kind of sprinkling a little bit. Not
Excited,
heavy
it seems like a
downpour,
good day.
kind of like a misty, a light mist sort of is blowing through the woods there.
I collect my tent in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So
I didn't see anything through the night.
That is good.
yeah. Anybody want to do anything before we pick up and move on?
Uto, is there leftover of the deer?
Sure, there's this much remaining.
Is anybody
Insert amount remaining.
There's not much left between what all y'all carnivorous psychos ate.
There's like one drumstick left.
Yeah,
and
you got
that's it.
like a deer stick left.
more morning, then I would also like to use my wanderer trait and look for food and water.
I totally forgot to have this hunting trap. Been in the city too long.
Okay, just let me know when y'all are ready to move on. Tell me what you're doing.
I think Susan's gonna go hunt.
You gonna go hunt, Susan?
Well, just as we were going, if I could like keep an eye out, like berries or something to eat.
So if you're just keeping an eye out, you can make a perception, but if you're actually going out and foraging, I need you to make a survival.
Oh, I mean, is anybody else hungry this morning? I guess we can wait until later. I should have some rations. Let's see.
All right, I think we've all got food on us. I know I do.
Oh yeah, I've got rations. It's fine. When we lay down later. Okay. Okay.
Nothing.
I oiled up when you guys were all sleeping.
Gross.
What you do you, man. You do you.
I kept a fine eye over all of you while I did it, just to make sure.
Don't know if that's good or not, but
I stared at you especially, Uthal, and very intently while I just oiled up.
I took a ration. I consumed a ration.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. My tent's all packed up, loaded up.
Yeah, I'll eat a ration too.
Okay. Anything else?
Ready to go.
Tenty is ready to go.
Okay, we go.
All right. Who's leading the way, by the way?
Urus is.
Okay. Urus leading the way. You all have to kind of take shorter steps to match his speed, because he's walking at a normal pace, but he's only like 3.5 feet tall. So, or how tall are you? Like 2.5, 3.5 feet?
I could tell you that specifically. Let's see. I am 2 feet tall.
Yeah. So, especially you, Mr. Goliath, you're having to really kind of measure your steps to make sure you're not walking in front of Urus.
Can I do a favor for you and me and everybody?
What is that?
Is it okay if I grab you and put you somewhere? We'll go faster, promise.
Yes. I'll just
Alright,
hold my
cool.
arms
So
up
I'll,
like a
like,
child.
I'll like extend my hand down and like, all right, just get on my shoulder and we can go faster.
No, I'll climb up and swing over onto his shoulder and just sit
All
there.
right. As soon as he's settled, I'm gonna start doing like Goliath long pace, like a big pace for Goliath, man. Just like full max pace.
Sure.
And
Tenty
how
has,
tall are you, Uthal?
I'm 8'1".
Okay.
Tenty has a slight jog in his step now.
I'm barely walking faster, I feel. I'm at 5.
See, Jonas, we make good time now, right?
Yes. Also, easier to scout. You look forward. Urus looks side.
Right. I concentrate on walking. You concentrate on everything else.
Okay, so you move through. You continue on, and as you're moving through now, you walk for several miles and really kind of encounter nothing of interest. But there is a light rain that sort of dampens the path as you travel east. Around midday, you kind of break for lunch under a lonely tree. But still nothing quite of interest. Urus, you look down and you see what looks like to be maybe like a little small rock that has a little grinning face in it. Not necessarily carved into it, it just kind of seems to resemble it, almost as though you're looking at clouds and seeing shapes in the clouds. But otherwise, you see nothing out of the ordinary here. Is there anything anybody wants to do during kind of the short rest lunch break here before we move forward?
I'm gonna start chain casting guidance on myself. But other than that, nothing else.
Okay.
Nope.
So, in this area of the Tribor Trail, it's still an area where the environment sort of hugs the trail pretty tightly from the north and the south. I would like everybody to make a perception check for me.
Does guidance count for that? Is that an ability check?
Guidance?
Yeah.
It says adds
That
D4
is
to
that is
ability
yes,
checks.
that is an ability check. Yeah.
Okay.
Susan's got her glasses on this morning.
Yes, she does.
I rolled a 20 with guidance.
On persuasion.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm persuading. Hold on.
Sorry,
Prestige
10T had to
instead.
deal with a mild dog seizure.
What?
Oh no.
It happens.
Your dog
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
seems like
You
it.
good?
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife came
Uh,
in here just losing it for a second.
Oh.
I know that feel. Recently. As in just like what, yesterday? Day before?
2 days?
2 days ago? Yeah, something like that.
Oh.
If you would make a perception check for me, 10T.
Absolutely.
3 days ago.
And
Almost
Urus, if
$600
you would go into your Beyond
Thanks,
20 settings and change it to always roll twice.
Oh, yeah. Do that.
Okay. As you are traveling along the trail here, Susan, Urus, you both hear something sort of rustling in the bushes and the trees up to the north of the path of you. I'll tell you what, I'll actually bring us over here to this. And I actually have us backwards here. I'm going to move y'all over here. Sorry.
Welcome, 10 Whiskey. Welcome.
Whiskey in the chat. What's up, Mr. Whiskey? What the actual fuck is up, y'all? Susan and Urus, you both believe that you hear something rustling around in the brush to the north.
Charlie in the trees.
Who knows?
Guys,
Okay.
movement.
Hmm?
There's
Yes,
movement.
That's us.
Uthal, are you still carrying Urus, by the way?
Sure.
Okay.
Uthal, threaten north bushes. Yell at bushes now.
Hmm? Ah. I just
So you're yelling out of the bushes? Okay.
not understanding why. Just
So once you yell, you see the bushes stop moving, and then you see them move very quickly for a second, and you hear a and bursting out of the bushes, you see a large beast
oh.
erupt out of the foliage there. And it looks directly at all of you and jumps down off of the embankment up there and is looking at you, sort of scraping its foot against the ground. And I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
Good food has come to us. We are
thought-
very, very fortunate. I'm trying to...
Remember to click your character and then do initiative.
Oh no, it went. Never mind.
Where is that?
I thought these guys were all friendly. I thought owlbears were supposed to be nice.
All right, I think that's everybody. Susan, you seem to be most keen to kind of detect what
sorry.
was going on. What's up?
I didn't mean to roll twice.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I still have you down for your original roll. Yeah. And so you actually are first up. What would you like to do?
I draw an arrow and shoot, hoping to kill it quickly so we can eat it even quicker.
Okay, make an attack.
I hit it, but nothing happens.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So yeah, because your dex is not super great. So your arrow lets loose and does actually make contact, but the way this thing seems to be moving, it moves to where your arrow just glances off the side of it and falls to the ground. 10T, that brings us to you.
Susan is embarrassed.
10T would like to move around, and would I be able to climb up on this embankment?
It's 10 feet of movement to get up there, so you move 10, and it'd be another 10 to move up on the embankment.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to go right here up on the embankment.
Okay.
And then maximum power and shoot him with my bow.
Do it. That definitely hits. As your bow just sinks right into the shoulder of this creature for 12 damage. And it does look like it hurt it a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be phased by it just yet. Does that end your turn?
No. I'm going to use my Dread Ambusher.
Ooh.
Which gives me a... Post it on there. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do that one.
You can give yourself a bonus to your initiative rolls at the start of your first turn of each combat. If you take the attack action, you can make an additional weapon attack. Okay, make an additional weapon attack.
Boom.
Ooh. That hits as well as you quickly knock another arrow and let loose as it sinks into close to the same spot back behind the shoulder that it did before.
It does that additional 8 damage as well up there.
Okay.
That's the first one I clicked.
Bam. All right. Does that end your turn?
That does.
All right. Urus.
I'll take my crossbow and fire a bolt at it.
Do it. That hits as well. You guys are just unleashing on this thing. So it's slightly distracted by the arrows coming from the top of the cliff there as you hit it with another bow from your crossbow for 10 damage.
And then I'm gonna run behind 10-2.
Okay, Uthal.
Oh, Uthal's gonna do something that nobody knew he could do. And I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals. And I'm gonna see if I can talk to this creature.
Okay.
He's gonna be pissed now.
Make an animal handling check.
Yeah.
With disadvantage, since you guys have been actually turning it into a pincushion.
You said animal handling?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. So you try to speak to this thing, but it just seems to be completely enraged at this point.
We are looking for goblins. Have you seen them? We're looking for goblins. That's what I try and say in my speech, and then that'll be everything.
You just hear in your you hear it sort of roar out, but you can kind of understand it. It says, "You try kill."
You're not wrong.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. At which point it is going to run up and climb the hill towards you, 10T, because it saw you just unleashing arrows on it, and it is going to make a claw attack toward you. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
No, sir.
Okay. I need to turn on auto damage. There we go. At which point it's going to follow up with a multi-attack. And it's going to try to claw you again. Which is going to be a 15 again, which misses. So you manage to block it. That's going to end its turn. Susan.
I will try and shoot it with another arrow.
Okay. That is also going to hit as you catch it just kind of in its hind quarters. It doesn't seem to affect it too much.
Pitiful.
Anything else you'd like to
That's
do?
all I do. No,
Okay.
that's all.
10T.
With it being as close as it is, I'm going to pull out my 2 short swords
Okay.
and go a slashing.
Okay.
Making attack with the first one,
It manages to dodge out of the way of your first attack.
and then second one.
That one does hit as you glance across its arm as it tries to block you.
And then I'll end my turn.
All right. Urus.
I'm going to.
Owlbear sus.
I'm actually gonna use one of my racial features. I'm gonna start panicking a little bit since it's really close to me, and just shouting and covering my head, and use the grovel, cower, and beg action.
Okay.
So as long as
Now it depends on what kind of bear this is. If it's a brown bear, that's a good idea. If it's a black bear, you fight. You don't know. You don't know.
that's true. I'm just opening up here,
All right.
and
Uthal.
I'll end my turn right behind him.
All right. I'm gonna come run up to it since my talking isn't working. And then
20.
let me see if I can take advantage of yours as an attack advantage. I will attack with advantage.
You would need to be flanking for it, which means you would need to be on its backside.
Oh, I got
No,
you.
he should get advantage because of my grovel thing, because he's within 10 feet of me. Grovel, cower, and beg.
Oh, that gives you.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Then in case, then yes, you would get advantage. I thought you were talking about
Okay.
for flanking.
No, sorry. I was gonna reckless otherwise. So I will attack with advantage.
Okay, go for it.
That guy. Let's make it happen.
That
Boom.
definitely hits.
Big damage.
That's going to be 15 damage into this thing. And this thing seems very hurt.
I'm sorry we had to do this.
Does that end your turn? Okay. At which point it's going to turn to you and make a claw attack towards you, which is going to miss. But it is going to circle back around towards 10T with a multi-attack and try to bite at 10T, but completely miss. And at which point it's going to try and turn around and run. Both 10T and Uthal, you will get an attack of opportunity on this as it tries to run.
Would that be with my
Alright.
short sword, since that's what I had out?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, friend.
All right, 10T, you just barely miss, but Uthal comes across with his axe right down into the spine of this thing, and it falls to the ground, dead, not moving. And we are now out of combat.
Big scary owl gone. Yes.
Right.
Perfect.
Next.
We can cook it. Very good. Good job, team.
That is true.
For being big and scary, I don't think it actually hurt any of us.
Next time we
I-
see a creature, I want to try and talk to it, see if it knows if there's goblins around, right?
Or maybe we can make it try to join our forces.
We are big idiots. Yes.
That's
You
okay.
Or cooked or raw? Cooked or raw?
Cooked.
Oh.
Urus is
Well, okay.
I mean, it's big enough. Why don't you just cut it in half and cook half of it and eat the other half raw, if that's how you like it, Susan?
No, I will. If we're cooking, we will cook the whole thing. I immediately start to skin it and prepare for the meal.
Okay, go ahead and make a survival check with advantage. We'll see how much you can get off of this thing.
Well, I was gonna say if it weighs less than 371 pounds, I could just take the whole thing with us.
Let's see. You know what? I'm not sure how much it weighs. I'd have to look at that. But I would say it probably weighs more than 300 pounds. If I had to just take a guess. Susan, you actually get a decent amount of meat off of this thing. Probably about maybe 15, 20 pounds of meat.
Oh, perfect. Everybody, you get, let's see here. There's 4 of us. Everybody gets 5 pounds of meat.
Just raw meat, bloody raw meat.
No, you can split it between the 3 of you, or Susan, you can just keep my portion.
What time of day is it?
It's just past midday.
Hmm.
Can we make a fire real quick? We can cook this up.
Susan, maybe keep traveling and eat and go? Yes? No more food? Yes?
Well, if we cook it, it'll last longer.
I honestly don't think Susan's going to have any leftovers anyway.
But everybody else wants theirs cooked. Can anybody do fire magic? Just real quick, just whoop, heat it up. No?
I pull out a tinderbox. I can
Yeah, I can make fire of this.
quick fire here.
Master Urus does not want to stop and cook. Master Urus, it won't be long though. Can we please cook? Maybe it'll draw out the goblins.
Urus, what if we just take a short rest and walk a little bit farther throughout the night?
Yeah, Urus. Yeah, yes. Love this idea. Yes. Nighttime travel.
And I'm assuming, being creepy crawly goblins, they probably move a little bit more at night.
It's only like 30 minutes that we need, Master Urus. Is this okay? We can travel, like he said, we can travel more during the nighttime to make up for 30 minutes.
Okay. Cook. Yes.
Great. Let's make a fire.
And break.
So we're taking just a little
Just a quick
break
just a quick
to
30.
cook some meat.
Just
Okay.
the meat, yeah.
We'll kind of fast forward through that and say, hey, yeah, you create the fire, you cook the meat, and you're able to kind of bag it up, eat what you want, and bag it up, and move on. I'd say all in all, it probably take to cook. Are you cooking all 20 pounds of it?
I was going to.
Okay, so that's gonna take a little while to kind of cook that. I would say to cook all of it, it would probably take
45
around
minutes?
not 5 minutes.
45.
Not over a campfire. It would probably take a couple hours.
A couple hours.
Yeah. You're talking about some
Does
big honking meat.
Does everybody need their meat cooked?
Yes, I like to cook.
Technically, no.
I mean, the owlbear didn't really hurt us, so we don't need much of rest tonight.
If you want, no, I think the meat will go bad if we don't cook soon.
Radio Megas, thank you for joining the stream, by the way.
Cook as long as you need. Yes. If night travel is good. Yes.
Susan is good with night travel, but someone needs to be Susan's eyes, because bad eyeballs at nighttime.
Yeah, just cast light on my axe and we'll be fine.
And I believe me and Urus can now see in the dark.
Good, good.
That's two
Susan
of us.
continues to cook. With the extra 5 pounds, I would like to thinly slice to make like a almost like a jerky.
Trying to make. I was about to say you trying to make some lunch meat, like.
It's like snacks. I'm trying to make snacks with the extra 5 pounds. We
Pull
get
out
a
your
little hungry
dehydrator.
today.
Yeah. You do. You do just that.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, we can travel again. Everybody, here's your 5 pounds. You.
Yep. So it took a
And
couple
Susan
hours.
Has a 5 pound of snacks. If anybody needs snacks, Susan's got snacks.
It took a couple
Susan's
hours.
Snack delight.
It's about probably 2 p.m. now. So the sun is kind of hanging over, just over to the west, a little bit behind you now. Are we continuing on towards the old owl well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you
as well.
at this point, you find a clearing off of the trail to the east that sort of breaks off of the trail. You do know that it continues to the northeast to a town called Coneyberry. But to the direct east, off the trail, is where you were told that how you would kind of get to the well.
I think this is the way we should go, yes?
Oris thought for sure goblins would jump by now, but maybe they really are scared.
Right.
I guess, yes, we go to, well, okay.
Okay. So you travel about another 6 miles into the wilderness, and you start seeing less and less trees. They start becoming less dense, and the grass starts turning from a green to more of an orangish brownish as you move further to the east. And now the sun is beginning to set behind you, to the point where you can still see, but another hour or so, it'll be pretty difficult to see without any kind of assistance from the light.
Yeah, you can cast it when it gets a little darker, okay? Thanks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So are we traveling through the night?
Chunk of it, yes. However many hours we spent cooking earlier.
2 hours.
It's about 2 hours into the night. Okay. So you do that, and I'll say you actually make it an extra hex over just from doing that there. And now the trees are mostly gone. You only see maybe 10, 12 trees or 40, 50 feet. It's kind of sparse, and the land is becoming more random in terms of its elevation. So you're seeing more hills, more kind of cliffs. It's getting a little bit more rocky. To your south and to your north, you can see large hills and even in some kind of small crags and mountains start to rise in the distance. But at this point, it is now pitch black at night. And it is still kind of raining as you continue on. You hear the occasional roll of thunder in the distance.
We go further, yes?
Should we stop maybe? We need to rest.
Did we already travel those extra hours?
You did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Camp, yes. Also, and I'm just looking around. I do have dark vision, so it looks like we're just in an open, super open area, right?
Let me see. Did I make a thing for this? I might have made a thing for this because I thought you guys might do some random shit. Yes, as a matter of fact. Let me see here. So you actually find yourself in a small opening, a clearing here. But it is, again, very dark.
This area is open, yes? Do
If you say so.
Right.
want light?
Susan sees nothing. Susan sees nothing.
Oh,
Well, just from
I
what
think
you can
Miss
see.
Doris, you are in front of me. I can't see anything.
You can't see anything?
My whole screen is black, minus me.
Yeah, same.
Oh, you don't have dark vision, do you?
Nope.
No,
We've
I
got,
think Patrick is in front of me.
we have
I
the
have
axe
dark
of
vision,
light.
but I can't see.
Let me see here.
Tom the lighted.
I can
Oh,
see.
you're not on the map. Where'd you? I thought I had you on there. Hold on one sec. I'll put you on here. That's why you can't see. Rangers 10T. There you go.
Oh, I think
There you
there's
are.
2 of me.
Huh?
Hold on. I think there's 2 of me.
How's there 2 of you? All right, well, I'm deleting one. There you go.
Okay, I can see.
You heard Urus, yes?
Urus, I hear you.
Yes. We are in clearing. If light, it will shine far. Yes, wide light. Can still light though. Uthal and Susan. Yes. No.
You've been lighting it for a minute, right?
No.
All right. Well, then you've been guiding me in the darkness. Then
Yes.
okay.
Light. Yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. And I'll kind of start just waving my hand up there. Slowly lower axe. Yes.
Yep.
So,
I'll like
please.
extend the handle, not the blade.
I'll cast light on it.
Okay,
There
and
we
that
go.
and that gives how much light? You
It's
just
20
posted-
feet dim and 20 feet regular.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna make it bright orange too. Susan,
Nice.
want light too?
No, Uto's light will be sufficient. Thank you, Urus.
You say 20 feet bright, 20 feet dim?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, perfect. Wow.
Thank you.
And this looks like just a pretty big clearing. There's trees kind of sparsely scattered around. You see a couple small bushes.
Is it still raining?
A little bit, yeah. It's not a downpour by any means, but it is. It's noticeable, that it's kind of dripping down on you, but nothing torrential.
Whatever we've accumulated, I'm gonna dry myself off.
Okay. You're gonna kind of keep doing it because you're gonna dry yourself, and then it's just gonna kind of keep getting wet.
Well, no, it's been. I assume it's been like dripping the whole time, right? That we've
Yeah.
been traveling.
Yeah.
Whatever that's accumulated, I'm getting rid of. But if
Okay.
it's not raining hard, I don't think I'll get super wet soon.
Gotcha. You do that.
Susan again would like to pitch her tent.
Pitch in a tent.
Yep.
Okay. It takes about 10 minutes to do so, but you do pitch your tent.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh, very nice. Well,
Are we doing the
Is
same
it
thing we did last night, or no?
Urus can watch. Yes.
Yes, if you give me a short 2-hour reboot, I'll be okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
okay. Well, if you need me, I'll be in the tent. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I'll be sleeping.
Okay. Anybody do anything else? We're making a campfire. We rolling out any bedrolls?
I
In
have
my
a
tent.
Or are we just kind of standing around? There's a
Bed
couple of
rolls,
logs
sleep.
that you could sit on or lean against.
I'll sit on log for the first few hours of the night.
Okay.
I just like a board, just kind of like look down and reboot for 2 hours.
Okay. And Uthal, what are you doing?
I rolled out my bedroll and I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay.
Yep, sleep.
All right. So Susan and Uthal, you both find it fairly easy to fall asleep. Uthal, a little more difficult, but still, you're used to the outdoors, so the rain doesn't bother you too much. Urus, you said you're just sitting on the log for a couple hours.
Mhm.
Okay. Those couple hours go by and nothing happens. You still hear kind of the thunder and the rain, but it doesn't seem to be increasing or decreasing in intensity. Just kind of a constant.
I'll give 10T a couple shin pats and just hit him. Just tell him, "You're up." Yes.
I boot back up. Yes,
Go in a
Urus.
super tent and just lay down.
Okay. So 10T, you're kind of keeping watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a small little like kind of constantly kind of be moving, walking around.
Okay. Make a Make a perception check for me. Okay.
Green number versus a red number.
So a few hours go by and you don't hear anything. A lot of the things that you're trying to kind of listen for are dampened just by the wind and the light rain, the breeze rolling through. Everything seems very calm. But a few hours go by, and kind of before you can realize what's happening, you look to the north and you see a large, shadowy figure sort of emerge from the tree line and walk over to, or kind of lumber over towards Uthal. And you see him sort of lean down, sniff for a brief second, and then pull out a club, and then go to actually hammer Uthal into the ground. I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh no.
Get crushed.
I'm gonna change the music here.
I gotta run the bathroom before we
Go for it.
Yeah, JD, are we gonna take our normal break or no break tonight?
We are gonna take a break. We'll probably take a break after this encounter here. Alright, so that's everybody has rolled. So he is going to get a surprise attack on Uthal since he was sleeping there on the ground. So he's going to basically come up with this large club and just swing down with all of his might. So he's going to have advantage on this. It's going to be a 19 to hit. Oh, he went to the bathroom. Let me look at his character. He has a... his AC is 15, I believe, or maybe higher. Let me take a look here. He might not have updated it. His AC is 15, so that is going to hit and is going to deal 15 bludgeoning damage to him. So I'll do that for him there. See if that worked. It sure did. All right. Unfortunately, that's going to bring us to Uthal's turn. We'll swing back around to it. 10T, what would you like to do in response to this? And then we'll swing back to Uthal.
Seeing that my observation is very poor, I'm going to turn around and go ahead and try to shoot this giant thing.
Ooh.
As well, I'll go ahead and do it. Make my second attack.
Ooh.
With
Damn.
my Dread Ambusher.
But is that the? He's on fire. He killed it. We win.
Dead. Done.
Okay, I just came back to the game screen. Holy shit. So your longbow hits it directly right in the chest and makes contact, and you hear it kind of yell out in pain. And then followed up by another shot, which actually hits it right in the gut, and another just yell of pain for 19 damage total.
So also his Dread Ambusher, right?
I included
Yeah,
that.
that's what the 11 plus the 8.
Oh, I gotcha.
And this thing immediately looks hurt. Oh, there he is. Uthal, welcome back. It is immediately your turn.
Oh boy.
You've just been
Sorry.
clubbed in the chest while you were sleeping.
How much damage did I take?
You took. I already took it off for you. But you took 15 bludgeoning damage.
Oh shit. Alright, well, holy shit. I'm going to jump up, look up what the fuck this is.
You look up and you see this looking back at you.
Oh, Lord. I will be like, alright, well, time for you to die. How dare you do this? And I'll go into a rage. And I will pull out Tom, and I will smash the shit out of this guy with Tom.
Do it. You do hit for 12 damage as you wake up and grab Tom and just swing into his side.
End of turn.
Okay. That's going to bring us to his turn. Did you heal?
His rage gives him like some bonus health or something, right?
No,
Oh,
I
gotcha.
took it off of Roll20. I mean, D&D Beyond.
Your token health looks higher.
For some reason,
Oh,
your
yeah.
health went back to full. There he goes. That was weird. We'll figure it out later. All right. So at this point, he is going to swing down at you with his giant great club again. But you are going to block it, at which point he's going to sort of turn around and pull a javelin off of his back and hurl it towards you, 10T. That's going to be a 14 to hit. Misses.
No, sir.
And it just sinks into the ground. Susan and Urus, both of the sound of this all sort of wakes you up from a sleep. But you're going to have half movement sort of waking up and being kind of groggy and getting out of the tent. So, Susan, it is your turn first.
Oh boy. Is there an entrance and exit to both sides of the tent, or do I have to go past Urus?
I mean, you could cut your way out of the back, but the only real entrance is out front. You can, I mean, a tent can have an entrance anywhere.
So 10, 20. I think that's all I can move. Now, is he technically, could I use my longsword here or no?
Yep, he's in range of you.
Okay, perfect. I would like to do that two-handed then.
Go for it.
Boop, 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 boop. Nothing.
That
Perfect.
is going to miss as he parries with his club. And you just hear him kind of... Urus.
Womp womp.
I'll step out of the tent and I'll say, "Oh, everyone's so noisy now. Why? Oh, big, giant, scary!" And I immediately start cowering. That's gonna be my turn.
Once you use this trait, you can't use it again until you finish it. Didn't you use that earlier?
Do we not rest since the owlbear?
We had that short rest when we ate. I don't know.
Oh,
if that
that's true.
counts.
Yeah, you did finish a short rest. That's correct. So you're good. Okay. All right. So seeing Susan come out of the tent, he's going to be immediately distracted by you, Susan. But Uthal, it is your turn.
You got it. I will attack with advantage if.
Yep, go for it.
This thing will
A
work.
16 hits for 15 damage. That's a big hit.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing looks very injured.
I'll just go "Wah, wah," and then I'll end my turn.
10T,
Trying to hit it again with my bow.
go for it. That definitely hits.
Nice.
19 with 7 damage. And it sinks right into its neck. But it is still just barely standing.
I'll end my turn.
Okay. Looking at you, Susan, and then looking back to Uthal, who just swung into it again. He's going to take another swing back at you, Uthal.
Nope.
Which is going to be a 10, which miss. Man, if only DM Jamie rolled this bad on Shadow of the Demon Lord, we'd be golden. No damage output from any of my monsters tonight. So he's gonna miss. Susan, that brings us to you.
I would like to try again with my longsword to try
Okay.
and hit it.
That
Nice.
definitely hits. And you cut right across this thing's belly, and it goes to its knees, sort of screaming and gasping for air, and eventually stops moving and falls to the ground dead. And we are
That
out
is
of
very
initiative.
Semuana has provided us with food again.
I'm
Praise
running-
be.
I'm running up to Uthal. I'm
Ah.
so sorry. I didn't see him coming. I was looking the other way.
That's okay. It took me a while to get started fighting, so it's okay. It happens. Should we? Is this edible? What is this? What are we looking at here?
Another big, scary, too big.
Is this like an ogre?
It looks like some sort of ogre, yeah.
Hmm.
Oris would think you get disease eating this.
It looks like he's about maybe between 9 and 10 feet tall.
What?
Hmm. Susan, this is all you.
Yes.
You think it would not be good?
No,
It kind of looks rotten already.
right?
Well,
It doesn't
don't
smell
like
great.
I don't think you'd feel good after that.
I'm gonna drag it over this way some,
Okay.
away from the camp,
Susan
just
will
kind of
eat
like back here.
Just tuck it in a
Well,
bush over there.
I just wanted
I guess
my sleeping area.
time for bed again?
We've
Yes?
kind
Time
of you
for
kind of
bed?
reached
Okay.
the end of the day. But you will need to start your rest over again. As being interrupted from rest, you will need to go a full 8 hours again.
Oh boy.
What time is it?
So you went to bed probably at about 10 because you went into the night. So it's probably about 3 a.m. at the moment.
Yes. Rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Susan goes.
Maybe. Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Wake me up when it's time. Susan will do whatever.
I'll try to keep a better lookout this time. I promise.
Mhm.
That's what I always say on my robot character.
Okay.
All right, so we
I mean,
kind of go into the same strategy. Urus and Susan in the tent. Uthal laying on your bloody cot. And Tenti
is
keeping
it
watch.
Really gross.
It's not super gross now.
Can anybody clean this or no or what?
It is raining.
Oris can help. Yes.
Yes. Magic man, you can get the blood off. Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Which one? Yes. I just run my hands over it and it starts
Yep.
cleaning magically.
The blood starts to actually wash away, almost as though the rain itself is sort of pushing it off of your sleeping bag.
Good as new.
Yes.
Thank you,
Please.
sir.
Watch out for big scaries with club.
Right.
And Tenti, you're keeping a lookout?
I'm going to try my best.
Okay. And with that, let's go ahead and take a 15-minute break. We'll pick up right here, either during the rest if something wakes them back up, or after the rest once it's morning time again. So yeah, give us about 15 minutes to go to the bathroom, get a drink, all that good stuff, and we'll pick up right here where we left off. So hang in there, everybody. We'll be back. And we're back. Holy free holes. What's up, everybody? We're back. Thank you for hanging in there with us. We had time. We got some refills. Jamie got like 6 gallons of popcorn. Hold up the popcorn. Let me see it. Oh wait, hold up. Dude, Jamie, you're never gonna believe what happened. You're not gonna believe this.
Oh, tell me about it. What we got going on?
Oh, we got multiple popcorn.
Mine's in the kitchen.
So we were able
I
to
have almonds.
we were able to
There you go.
we were able to recoup a little bit. Let's see here. Still chilling, actually working on setting up my own streaming stuff here. Dude, yes, it's fun, man. It's so streaming is extremely straightforward, but at the same time it's extremely complex. It just depends on what you're doing. Like what we do here is the most complex. You should, you know what? We should stream before the stream. Somebody should stream on their phone of me panicking and freaking out and trying to troubleshoot every issue and screaming throughout the house before we go live. And I look very calm and collected when we go live, even though I don't. I know I don't. But yeah, like depending on what you want to do, if you're just wanting to stream some games and stuff, it's super straightforward. And I'm always happy to give spread the knowledge. I'm always happy to spread the knowledge. So if you ever got questions or anything about streaming, let me know. Maybe I should do maybe I should do some videos on that.
Who's streaming tomorrow?
Let's see, what's tomorrow? Sunday? Nobody. That's our off day. And then Monday we have our other semi D&D campaign that Mr. Sigor DMs, Shadow the Demon Lord. We got that on Monday, and then I'll be back on Tuesday with something. Maybe Among Us. Maybe we'll play some Among Us on Tuesday.
Can I play? I want to play.
Maybe you can play. You stabbed me like 8 times last time we played.
Are you gonna stream some WoW when the pre-patch
Trader
comes
Wife.
out? Or?
I don't know if I'll do pre-patch. I'll definitely stream the expansion though. That'll happen for sure. But anyways, enough of that. Hold on, we got some chat here. Demon Lord, yes. Chrono. Oh, you're gonna do Chrono Trigger? Hell yeah, dude. That's Jamie's jam, dude.
RPG. That's Radion herself, actually. She's the one who introduced me to it.
Lord, mind if I join in?
We have a special guest. Hi, Wubba.
Oh, yep, we got a doggo.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hi,
he's
Wubby.
here to destroy. He's like basically Godzilla of our house.
Oh.
Why don't you lay down, Bubba? Lay down.
Yeah, you
lay
gave
down.
him your Super Nintendo copy? Damn. We're going super old school now. All right,
Lay down, Bubba.
let's get back into it. Let me reset myself here. Let me take the deep breath. Woosah. All right. Switch back over to our screen here. Okay. You all managed to sleep through the rest of the night without any other incidents occurring. Being that you stayed up so late through the night battling an ogre, dealing with blood everywhere, and then kind of trying to get back to sleep, it's about 11 a.m. right now when you wake up. So what would everyone like to do?
Is it still raining?
It is still raining, but it's overcast, but the sun is shining through. And I'll tell you what, I'll even go ahead and turn on daylight mode here so you guys get your first good look at the environment around you here. I think you guys can see mostly everything now. Maybe?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stupid sun back out again today. Another hard day of travel, yes.
Yes. No, we can just eat some rations, or I can hunt for food.
Urus has owl bear meat.
I still have not gross rations.
I would like to collect my tent.
Yeah, I'll collect my bedroll.
Okay. So you guys wrap up all of your goodies, and I'm assuming you're wanting to kind of continue on towards the east, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take it back to the map screen. Let's go back to the map.
If memories. Whoops, sorry,
Oh,
I didn't mean to link. I didn't mean to link it. Link a
You,
ration.
you had a ration, yes.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, Kira?
I
Susan.
want to eat my snacks.
Okay.
My thinly sliced leftovers from ID 10T.
You do just that.
Good.
If my memory of perfect geography is correct, we're probably about a day or so away from the place we're trying to go to.
Great job, Uthal. Yes.
For
So-
what?
Depending on how you want to traverse this land, I guess I'll let you guys kind of say how do you want to continue on from here? Are we because it's 11 a.m. now. You know, if you travel for
I need to go see if Lady's eating or if Obi's stealing her food.
okay, go for it. If you travel for, 8 to 10 hours, you'd probably have to camp for another night. If you push through the evening, you risk possibly exhaustion, but you could probably get there throughout the evening.
Yoris, what do you think?
Always down for gamble. Yes. Travel hard, travel fast. Big reward. Reward is
we're
time.
probably like a day's travel, and then we'll be there the next day. Should we go in refreshed and ready, or go in tired? We don't know what to expect.
Oris thought if we traveled whole day, we'd be there. Yes? Is this wrong?
It's a maybe.
Damn,
We
if we
could-
did travel until like a little through the night, would we make it? Or you said we'd have to rest to make it regardless?
So you could make it, but if you go, let's see here.
Whoops, sorry.
If you go more than, I would say, 10 hours if you're trying to move beyond what you would normally be able to travel in a day, you would gain a point of exhaustion without resting. So I would say if you to surmise that if you went all the way to where the old Owlwell is marked without resting, you would all have a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
As
Yes, Mr. Tinty.
as a newer D&D player, what does a point of exhaustion do to you?
So there are multiple levels of exhaustion based on certain criteria, but level 1 of exhaustion gives you disadvantage on all ability checks.
Let's just travel 2 hexes then, and then set up for the evening again.
I'd rather not be exhausted before we got into maybe some shit.
Right. At least that way we could go in, midday-ish, maybe later in the afternoon. And then, we still have some time to investigate the area before we have to go to bed.
You could go you could go 3 hex well actually I'm sorry, yeah, it's late in the day. Yeah, so you could go 2 hexes without really. Well, you could
Well,
still go
there's-
you could still go 3 hexes without getting exhausted. It would just be very late at night. So it
Well,
depends on
there's-
if you want to travel in the night again.
Me and you are the only
I'll
ones that
need
can
you.
see at night.
Right. I'll need your flashlight to travel.
Let's just stop at night. Yes. No travel through, since we have to travel extra day anyhow.
Yes, I agree.
I as well.
Susan says, I guess so.
Okay.
As long as I
Yeah.
can eat.
We go.
Nobody is going to eat your gross meat.
Go ahead, Urus.
I was just saying, we go.
Okay. So continuing on a couple hexes until nightfall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you do, and something here. You do, and you don't run into anything. You don't. I'll tell you what. Everybody here, make a perception check for me.
Susan's in her own la la land.
I'll make a perception check for Susan. She's letting the dogs out right now. Let's see, where's perception? There it is. There it is. I love D&D Beyond. Not sponsored. Urus, out of the four of you, you seem to, as you're going further into this kind of more hill-like mountainous area, the elevation rising, trees becoming more and more sparse. You don't see anything, but you can't help shake the feeling that something's just kind of watching you. Something. You just don't feel like you and your group are the only ones aware of your presence there.
Uthal.
Nah.
You feel, and I'll start looking around. Eyes. Yes?
I think you mean you see with eyes, right?
No. Eyes. Something. Somewhere. Watch sideshow. Maybe.
Do you think we're being watched?
Urus is not sure, but certainly feels not good. Yes, should be extra cautious looking around. And I'll slap his shin, just cast guidance. We'll make sure you are extra aware. Yes, big, strong Uthal, charge and take care of eyes if they show bodies too.
Right. Hearing this, I just want to kind of do a scan, just like a scan around us.
Okay.
Just kind of right to left. I'm
going to take your previous perception check into account on that particular look around. You don't see anything, but there's a lot of terrain. There's a lot of levels of terrain. There's hills, there's crags, there's cliffs. There is trees and bushes still around. It's just kind of like you just have that kind of tingling on the back of your neck a little bit, like somebody's just kind of like, if you've ever walked up Michael Branley's old house stairs at night and felt like there's like a hand like right behind your neck as you go up the stairs. It's kind of like that.
Creepy.
Well then, yes. Okay. Well, guess we just have to deal with it.
Yes. This place is bad, but keep going. Yes.
Right. We must keep moving if possible.
Okay, so continuing on. All right.
Yes.
So, let me go back to here. So you find yourselves to the point where you feel like if you continue on any further that you would risk kind of exhausting yourself. So the ideal, at least the from your plan that you put together previously, this is about as far as you would go before you would want to make camp, according to the plan that you had made before.
All right. We settle down.
I'm gonna do some hunting, if possible.
Okay, go ahead and make a survival check with disadvantage in this particular environment.
Oh.
It's kind of not really conducive to a lot of wildlife.
Yep.
You don't find any live game. You do find a couple of bushes with some berries on it. Maybe enough to feed maybe 2 people. But nothing of any real substance. But you did find them with relative ease. You didn't have to go too far or expend too much energy to do it.
Right. Just the berries, nothing great. I mean, obviously, this place
And
Yes.
again, the further you go, the more kind of mountainous it gets.
Mm.
Susan,
Yes.
it was mentioned something from innkeeper about undead, maybe. Yes.
Yes.
Can you? Susan is a holy person. Yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Can you check somehow, some way of maybe bad ground or bad area? Yes.
Like a divine sense, say you?
Oris does not know dumb light magic.
Sure. Let me do this real quick. Just real quick, okay? I don't know how to share it. Here we go. I do this.
Divine sense. The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover.
10T would also like to step up and be
Okay.
like, I can also look around. And
Wow.
I can use primeval, that word, awareness.
Let's see. Focus your awareness. So level 1, you can sense whether the following types of creatures are present: aberrations, celestial, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Within 1 mile. Okay, awesome. So both of you sort of lean down and try to Susan, you try to commune with your deity and reach out and just feel the presence of any souls or soulless creatures around, while 10T, you use your kind of mechanical being to really listen out, to try and smell, hear, or even just kind of detect any of these weird electromagnetic anomalies, that some fae and celestials and elementals could possibly give out. But neither one of you actually detect anything within both the close vicinity or even within a mile of you.
Seems good to me. So time to go to bed.
Yeah, I think we're good for now.
Okay. Oris may be paranoid. Yes.
Right. I feel like we're being watched.
Yes.
Okay.
But
So we want to make camp here, or?
Mhm.
Okay. So I will take us to un momento. Where is? Here we go. Are you still hurt, Uthal? Or did you heal?
we long rested, right?
After
Yes.
that.
Rest-
Yeah, you did. Okay. All right. So you're good. Sorry. There's a
You're good.
freaking million things going on here. All right. So you find yourself here in kind of this open. Well, I say open-ish area, still in the daylight. Although it is starting to wane a bit. You see kind of an area to your north that kind of drops off just a little bit. And then there's sort of some crags with a little area that leads up to a little bit higher level, maybe about 15 feet higher than where you are right now.
Should we set up camp like over there? Or what?
Finally, good sleeping spot. I'll climb over the rock and literally just slip into the crack between the wall and Just lay sideways.
Okay, you slip right in there and disappear behind the boulder.
It's actually one of my
As somebody takes a picture with their magic phone. I just heard the noise.
I moved Lady's bed in front of where I'm sitting because she seemed kind of miserable that Obi was on a bed and she wasn't. And she's just staring at me.
Oh,
It's very cute.
Personal trait.
nice.
Susan
I love
was
that.
taking mental picture.
Mm-hmm.
The creature. What? Both dogs just left me. The creatures have both ran away.
Susan, what would you like to do?
I'm walking up to my friends. I don't sense anybody watching, but yes, time for bed. Good talk. I pitched my tent.
Okay. You pitch your tent again. And what are we doing for the watches again this time? Same thing? Kind of same thing?
Yeah, 2 hours if anyone wants to get the first half, or I can get the first bit and someone can get the last little bit.
Okay. So for the sake of brevity, I'll say you all get a good night's sleep. Nothing interrupts you. And you wake up, since it was kind of late, but you kind of offset that by going to bed a little late. About 8 a.m. rolls around. The sun rises above some of the mountainous crags and comes into your vision, with the exception of you, Urus, and you, Susan, who are in your tent. You don't really notice this, so you're still sleeping, but Uthal and Tenti, both of you sort of come to your senses right around 8 a.m.
Ah, yes. Another beautiful day.
Kind of walk up and kind of kick the tent. Susan, it's time to wake up. And then
Thank you, ID10T.
walk over to the rock and kind of like, Urus? It's time to wake up. I can't see you, but I'm assuming you're still back here.
Yes. Yes. Best sleep in a week.
Are there
I
any
gathered my
signs?
tent.
Are there any signs of like a disturbance or paths or anything around us, around the area?
Make a... Are you trying to look for tracks?
Yeah, like if somebody had like cased us or walked by and looked at us or something.
Make
Uthal,
a
very smart.
make a survival check for me. No disadvantage, no advantage, just survival check. So looking down, you actually find footprints, actually multiple footprints, larger, not necessarily non-humanoid size, but larger size footprints that kind of go to and fro through this area. Perhaps dozens of them.
Do any seem recent? Within, say, like, since we've been there?
None of them look like they've been there since you have.
Huh. Guys, look at this. And I'll just, like, point at a footprint.
Hmm?
And I'll put my foot next to it. Like, are they huge?
I'd say like
assume I
NBA
have, like, a
player
14
size compared to
yeah.
regular person size.
Alright, so they're about the same as my foot, I assume.
Yeah, about the same as your foot.
Look, they're as big as my foot.
Oh,
This is very crazy.
so
Well,
many.
They don't seem recent. I don't think that anybody walked past us since we were sleeping here.
Which way do they go?
Motion, like, the way they go. It's like, this way?
So they move further to the east.
Let's check it out. Yes. Maybe more people. Maybe Urus doesn't know. Let's check it out.
Well, if my mental mapping skills are correct, we have to go this way anyways.
Convenience. Yes.
Right? Two birds and one stone, as they say. I'll make my
Okay,
Goliath
so
faces.
we're kind of packing up and continuing on east, traveling until something of notice pops up.
To the well, but tracking those footsteps.
Okay.
Priority.
Right.
So you travel a few hours. The rain's still sort of beating on your face a little bit. It just hasn't stopped. This storm just seems to be lingering a bit. But after a few hours, you find a spot where the tracks diverge to the south, kind of the south-southeast. But you know that you're kind of very much less than a day's walk, maybe a 4-hour walk away from the old Owl Well location.
Why would another group come to the well and Sideshow did not know? Yes?
Maybe
Well,
they
they're-
came before us.
Well,
No, there are other things out here that we should be aware of. Remember, there are orcs coming from Wyvern Tor, and we have no idea where that is.
Uthal, very smart. Orcs, yes, around town.
I'm very smart because I write it down. That's all. Not...
Yes, Uthal. Very smart. Very smart. Good job. Good job.
We
Writing.
kill orcs and get gold. Yes?
Maybe. Yeah,
Money
I think
for,
it's.
Horse
If I
and
remember right, it's like 100 gold each. But the person who told us this didn't really say how we should prove it.
heads. Yes.
I mean, I guess. I mean,
Uh,
I'm not trying to say we should take advantage of somebody trying to give us money. Just really not like, hey, we did it. Like, here's, whatever. I don't. I just work here.
We bring back big orc toe. Yes.
Gross.
Ugh.
Urus has heard
Gross.
of alchemy with such things.
Gross. Well, should we go to the place that we're supposed to go, or do you want to follow footprints?
Footprints. But maybe Urus not in front, yes? Tenti or Uthal. Tenti tracker, Uthal muscle. Which?
That's not the nice thing to call Susan.
Raptor
Susan
Gaming,
Older.
thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. Thank you
She
for
is-
supporting the channel.
She has divine magic, not witchcraft magic.
She is cursed. Same curse as Urus. Yes.
That's not a nice thing to say about somebody.
Why am I cursed, Urus?
Because you have dumb, light, holy magic like Urus. This is curse, yes? No power, only bright, bad.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah, man. That's just like your opinion, man.
Susan likes holy light?
Susan, it's okay.
I start to scan the trees.
Urus, you sound like a hater.
So there aren't many trees at this point in this area. There are the occasional trees, kind of almost bending off of the mountain crags. But in terms of just from like a forest perspective, there's not much left. So the grass and the foliage and the leaves have turned to dirt and dust, which is why you're able to kind of see the footprints that lead to the southeast. If you'd all make a perception check for me.
Yeah. Are we being watched from above? That's what I was looking for. Yikes.
Well,
Well, somebody got it.
Okay, 10T. Everybody else is sort of standing around trying to figure out which way they want to go, whether they want to head up to the northeast to the old Owl Well or southeast and follow whatever these large tracks are. Even from a few miles away, looking up to the northeast, you can see just through the haze of the fog and the rain, coming down the outline of what looks to be some sort of ruined tower, or possibly just a tower, maybe not necessarily ruined or in disrepair. You just see some sort of stone structure far off in the distance.
Do any of y'all see that? And I kind of point in that direction.
When he points it out, the rest of you do see it.
Maybe that is the place we're supposed to be looking for?
Is that northeast?
It is, yes.
Actually,
looks-
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, that is, well, very, close. Huh.
It's
All
probably a few miles out, but just from your elevation, it seems to drop down a little bit, which gives you the ability to see it.
This does, not solve predicament, 10T, but is, appreciated. Yes.
Yeah, just keeping my eye out other than the trail.
Right. We don't know where trail goes, but we do know where structure is.
Uthal wants to, travel to, well, yes?
Well, they can always come back this way. But we don't know how far the trail goes. Could be up those mountains, and I point at the obvious mountain range.
Yeah, there's a large spine of just very tall mountains. So the crags that you're looking at just sort of pale in comparison in the distance to the mountains
But we know
miles
that
to
is
the
like-
south.
That is not up a mountain range.
Okay, spooky tower then. Yes, tower, and then, trail. Yes?
Deal.
We may find clues there as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So it is decided then.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're
Ready
heading
to
northeast towards the well. You have enough daylight to make it there to the old owl well location. It is late afternoon when you get there. But the closer you get and kind of the more detail that you can discern from this location, you see that this tower is definitely in a decrepit state, mostly crumbled in. There are still some stone external walls around it as you approach. When you get a really good look at it, you see just these crumbling ruins of an old watchtower standing amid these rugged hills. This place is so old that the walls, for the most part, are mainly mounds of rubble enclosing a courtyard of sorts. Adjacent to the broken stump of this old tower that seemed to have stood there at one time. And I will transfer us over to this map here.
Very, old tower. Yes? Maybe check it first. Yes.
Make a perception check for me. 10T with disadvantage.
Rolling hot.
Okay. So, all of you, with the exception of 10T, smell kind of wafting through the air this stench of like decay and death that seems to be floating through the air.
That does not smell good. Smells bad.
Maybe a little old food could still be edible.
No, that does not smell like old food.
No? Oh.
Smells like decay and bad.
I smell nothing, but I tend not to smell anything through my life.
Can you do your sense thing? Your magic sense?
I
Yeah.
can if you'd like. Well, Susan, would you like to take it?
Everybody.
Okay, both of us together now.
Okay.
Whoop.
Okay, both of you sensing, reaching out and with your senses again. This time, you sense a heavy, large undead presence.
Susan, you're turning pale. What's wrong?
I don't think this food would be good at all. No. It is
Okay.
undead. I don't like.
There's definitely something here.
You see a shimmer quickly race across Urus's body of just kind of blue and purple light.
So we should be ready. I'll have Tom at the ready.
Okay.
It's ready to go.
I as well have my bow out.
So we should proceed cautiously, Lee, yes?
Would anybody like protection from this? Just a little bit.
What you mean?
I can touch somebody and they would be granted some benefits.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, if an undead creature were to boop, 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 boop. I don't know how to share this. It doesn't have the button that it normally does. I'll read. Protection from evil and good. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures. Keyword here, undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throws against the relevant effect.
I just linked it in game chat.
Thank you.
That
I got
is
your back.
that is pretty impressive. Does this take a big strain on you?
No, not you just have to concentrate.
Urus would like to be touched, but Susan should touch Skull or herself.
Urus, maybe we can take care of that later.
But protection is now. Susan said.
Oh. I'm sorry. I just heard the you wanted to be touched part. I'm sorry. I didn't hear the protection part.
No, Susan should do Utho or herself. Yes.
I think you should always use protection.
Time. You all are acting strange. Yes.
I would like.
Huh? What?
It's all you.
What?
It's
You
all
would like?
you. It's
What would
all
you-
you.
What would you like?
Both
You
of you
can
stop
talk
being so
to-
polite and somebody talk.
So who wants protection from evil? Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Anybody, any takers. What do I got here? What do I got here?
Uthal's usually the
I'll
one that's
take-
up in it.
I'll take it.
Okay. Let me find you on the map.
I'm right next to you.
Oh. Here, I wrote it down. So what I actually do two hands, and can I concentrate on two people or just one?
Just one.
Oh, okay. Uto, here you go, sir.
Okay.
You are protected. Good job.
Perfect. Great. Can I be reckless with this or no or what?
I just work here. I don't know.
Oh. Okay, great. Yes. All right. Well, I shall lead now.
I just need to concentrate.
How long is this good for?
10 minutes.
Okay, we should hurry then. We have 10 minutes.
With haste.
So you cast protection from good and evil?
I mean, I feel like maybe I should have waited now, but it's fine. Hurry, hurry. Find the evil. Find the
Is
evil.
that a
Quick,
yes or
quick.
no?
It's a yes.
Okay, so I want to test something here with D&D Beyond.
Yes.
So if you click cast next to protection from good and evil, not the little dice that comes up, but the actual cast, does that use one of your bless you? Does that use one of your spell slots automatically for you?
You said on where?
So on D&D Beyond,
Uh-huh.
when you click spells,
Yeah, it did, yeah.
it did? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
We're still learning this stuff. By the way, we are using D&D Beyond, everybody. So, oh, it didn't fill it for me. We'll figure it out later. So, if you want to keep up with our players' stats, health, and everything like that, you can hover over the window here, and their health and stats and everything will show up. I believe, though, something's going on with Uthal, where you are not showing up correctly on here. Whatever. We'll worry about it later. Uthal's at full health.
Yep.
Okay. You have protection from good and evil cast on you. Who'd you cast it on, Uthal?
Uta.
Okay.
Utah.
Cool. We are going to do this kind of quick, and I'll get into like a casual jog. And just
Okay.
start kind of just.
And the
moving forward.
the closer you get, the stronger that stench becomes.
Oh, the smell's really bad. We're gonna stumble into it real quick because we're not being careful. And I will just kind of keep jogging forward.
Okay.
Utol, I'm coming. Here we go.
You're fine.
Here we go. Fight. Kill.
Not a
Uthal,
fast
go ahead and
jog.
everybody go ahead and stop right there. Uthal,
Yep.
you
Yep.
see in the distance, sort of shambling around,
Oh.
a some sort of undead monstrosity, a zombie or something that hasn't quite noticed you yet.
Oh boy, we found them. I'm gonna do some Goliath math. How far away does it look? About 15 feet ish,
Yeah, about 15 feet-ish.
approximate. I think I should do this. All right, cool, great. Hey, I found one, and then I'm gonna just like lunge, axe behind, just like into it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll, and I need everybody else to roll initiative. Well, everybody roll initiative, but you're gonna have a surprise round on this.
Nice.
And I'll go ahead and change our music here.
Well, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick before we do
Go
this.
for it. That's 10T, Uthal, Susan. I just need. Oh no, there's Urus. All right, so we got everybody. Urus, for some reason you showed up twice. Okay. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start this. So Uthal, did he make his attack? He did, and that is going to hit for 13 damage against. Let me move this out of the way here. This guy right here, who, as he comes across right into his rib cage, stumbles to the side a little bit, but doesn't seem to be bothered too much by it. Uthal, you're gonna have an opportunity to make a secondary attack because you actually rolled highest on initiative as well.
Cheater.
So you hit the you hit this first one here, and it still survived.
How's it looking after the one hit?
About as dead as it was before.
Where do I unsubscribe?
You saw a few ribs, a few bones kind of chink off to the side. Some ichor sort of spewing out of it, bile still spilling out of its mouth, and it turns to you and sort of lets out a low guttural growl, but still stands nonetheless.
Right on. I see our turn order, but I only see this one correct.
That's
at the
correct.
moment. All right, so I just see two.
Try not to meta too hard.
Sure, yeah. No, I'm just trying to be fair. All right, there's only 2. Great. All right, cool. I will reckless attack this one right in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah. Not raging, just reckless. So advantage. Fuck.
Okay, that is going to hit though.
Oh. All right.
As you follow up with another attack that actually decapitates this thing, and it falls to the ground, motionless.
I'll shout back this way. Hey, I killed one, but there's only one more. And I'll end my turn right there.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So after you do that, you start to hear motion from all around you. And shortly after, let me make sure I got the movement speed. So you see a Zombo sort of shamble out of the ruins of this tower.
Oh.
Shortly followed by another one that seems to be creeping ever closer to you.
Oh.
And then another one you spot inside of the opening of the door there. And another one that just squeezes kind of past him. 10T, you are up. I think you're muted, 10T.
Yep.
No, you just didn't hear me.
Ah.
Just move up a couple steps. I can see these 2 guys here. And I'm going to go ahead and make a shot at that first one.
Okay, cool. At this one here?
Correct.
Okay, go for it.
I did.
Oh. That is going to hit, and that sinks right into its neck for 7 damage. But it doesn't seem to affect it too terribly much.
Go ahead and make my second attack with my Dread Ambusher.
Go for it. That one's gonna go wild and crash against the tower wall and splinter.
Okay. Well, then I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Followed by that, another one is going to shamble out of the tower itself here, followed by some more movement that you hear inside. Urus.
I have a scroll of fireball. Am I able to use that?
Is your class able to cast fireball?
I have no idea.
I can find out right. What your
Warlock.
what's your class? Warlock. I can find out right now.
I know the fiend person can, but I don't know if it's an anybody thing. And I am not the fiend. I'm a holy warlock.
Actually, it'd be quicker. Actually, if I pull out the old school player's handbook. What's this? A book?
Old PHP.
Is that paper?
Is this? What's happening? All right, here we go. Oh, I still have bookmarks in here from stuff that we were doing before. All right, Warlock. You. Let's see. What level is Fireball? Does it say? If not, I can just look.
All I wrote down is I have a scroll of fireball.
Let's see. Warlock does not know how to cast Fireball, so even though you can make out some of the runes and inscriptions on that scroll, you don't know how to really activate them.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna jog into here. See a horde coming at Uthal. Just thinking if I should panic for a second, I'm just gonna hold out my hand and cast Silent Image right here. And the image is gonna be the first thing that comes to mind is just like a terrified child doing this.
Okay. Can you link the silent image spell?
Yeah. Just hoping maybe they'll see like, oh, maybe it's another human, and they'll take some swipes at it or something. Silent. I could have made it huge, but I figured the distraction was better. I don't even think it's animated. Also, I think it's just
just kind of stand still.
Yeah.
Okay. You successfully do that, and it is standing there just like that. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. That brings us to the zombie that I just moved around the outside there. You, 10T, you notice one squeeze through the wall up to the north there, but is not able to move any further this round. Susan.
Well, Susan doesn't really see anything right now, so I'm just gonna go 5, 10, 15. Oh my goodness, where did all of these things come from? So the first guy I see here, I'm gonna try and shoot an arrow at him.
Okay.
And hope for the best.
That is going to hit. You're shooting at this one here.
Maybe, yes. It took a minute for it to show on my screen.
Yeah. That one definitely hits for 5 damage as it sinks right into his gut. Does that end your turn?
It does.
Okay. At that point, you hear more shambling from inside of the tower. And another one creeps out from inside of the tower itself. Still not quite able to do anything. Susan, can you make a perception check for me? And Urus as well.
Sure can.
Okay. So, one of these creatures sort of slithers through a crack, a small crack in the walls, and is going to make an attack against you, Susan, with advantage, as you did not see it coming, as it's going to try and lean forward and scratch at you.
That's unfortunate.
It's gonna be a 21 to hit.
Yep. It definitely hit.
I'm gonna hit it again just for damage. It's gonna do 5 bludgeoning damage as it just sort of slams into you.
Okay.
And that is going to end its turn. And then you see another one sort of shamble out of the tower towards you. And then yet one more
This is terrible.
shamble out. They just seem to be spewing out of here.
Whoa, did he just walk into my child?
Oh, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna move him back here. Actually, you know what? I'll say this. He will walk, and he will actually try to make an attack against your child. But just swings right through it since nothing is actually there.
Yeah.
Which is gonna bring us back to Uthal.
Oof. This is just like one of my favorite books, The Dead Who Walks. I will just start Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, I'm right here, what are you waiting for? Come at me. And I will go into a rage. And then I'm gonna step forward and attack this guy right here.
Go for it.
And you know what? I'm gonna do reckless because I've got my protection.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh.
That is going to hit as you cleave right into the clavicle of this thing, and you see this kind of dark, almost purplish ichor just sort of kind of splash out of it
Gross.
as you make contact with it, but it's still standing. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, I'll just like Wookiee with my axe, like trying to draw attention, or sand people with my axe, just
Right.
draw attention to me, focus on me. End of turn.
You see another one shamble out from behind over here, moving ever closer to you here, which is going to bring us to this one, who is actually going to make an attack back against you, Uthal.
I think he's got disadvantage, I assume, with the protection.
Yes, with the protection he does have disadvantage, which he is going to not miss, but you just parry away his attack. This one is going to move a little further out here past your illusion, but as he gets there, he's going to turn around and see it again and take another swing at your illusion. Is that concentration?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that will bring us to this one, who will take a swing at your illusion as well and move around, looking towards either Uthal, maybe Susan. You can't really tell. These things are just sort of shambling around everywhere. 10T, you're up.
Seeing the one kind of slither between those trees and the wall, I'm gonna shoot up here at that one.
At which one? Can you ping it again for me?
Absolutely. That one.
Okay, yeah, go for it. That is definitely gonna hit, as your arrow sinks right into its neck, and it sort of stumbles back a little bit, but then readjusts itself, and seems to be creeping back towards you still.
And then I'm just gonna take us 2 steps back.
Okay.
And end my turn.
All right. That's going to bring us to this one, who is still going to be distracted by your illusion and just keep swinging at it, Urus. Another one is going to sort of come out of the tower, and there just seems to be a horde of undead just swarming this courtyard. Urus.
Seeing one come at my face and swipe at Susan, I'm going to stop concentration immediately on my image and just kind of do another panic, aim my hand at it, and just fling guiding bolt point blank.
Okay. Let's see. 7 is going to miss as you panic, and that bolt just hits the wall behind it. Kind of explodes among the stone there.
And then do I want to run? I want to run so bad, but I'm not gonna. I'll hang out here.
Okay. This one is going to shamble ever closer towards you, 10T, which brings us to you, Susan.
I would like to hit this guy here with my longsword.
Okay.
And I've never done this before because I'm new here. But I would like to do a divine smite.
Go for it.
As well.
Uthal's happy about that.
Let's see how this goes. And before we get there, because I don't think a 7 will hit, I'm actually going to channel divinity.
Okay.
and opt in for a +10 to my attack
Oh,
with my guided strike. So I make an attack roll. I can use channel divinity to gain a +10 bonus. Actually, I'll just share this here. I can make the choice after I see the roll, but
Okay.
before you tell me if it misses or does not miss. So
Are you swinging one-handed or two-handed?
two-handed.
Okay. So you...
Do I need to roll 3d8? Because with Divine Smite, I just so happen to get 2d8, and then if it's undead, I get another d8. So I
You
get
do need to roll 3d8, yes.
testify, Beyonce, testify.
Testify.
I'm doing this right. Do I do the dice and then 3d8s? Is
Correct.
that what I do?
Yep.
Okay.
So an additional 14 radiant damage
Yes.
on top of your 7 is going to be 21 damage.
21.
As
Yes.
Boom.
as you absolutely cleave through this thing, and your sword, you feel like it begins to stop halfway through, but you power this radiant energy through it, and it seems to burn through this thing, and it falls to the ground lifeless.
Yes, just what I like. Die. Okay, that's all I want to do. I'm happy.
You're happy now?
Yeah.
Okay. This one here is going to shamble around over here. This one is dead. This one is going to walk down here and take another swing at you, Susan. Which is going to be a 5, but it's going to miss. You parry it with your sword there.
Oh, the gold.
That brings us to this next one, who's going to shamble over towards you, Uthal, and attempt to make an attack at you. It's going to be a 14 to hit. I think that misses. You're muted, I think.
Yeah, it's disadvantage. It
Oh,
misses
yeah.
either way.
That's right. Disadvantage. Yep.
Because it's a 15.
Keep me honest.
Yep.
Uthal, your turn.
To keep it simple, I'll attack the same one that I attacked earlier.
Okay,
which I
same
think
one.
is This one.
Yep.
I'll do reckless rage attack.
Okay. Let's see
17.
here. 11 is going to hit for 13 damage.
Oh, nice.
And I need to make a roll right quick.
I'm doing reckless. On that one.
So let's see. Roll, okay, so you come through and absolutely just decapitate this thing. And it, again, falls lifeless on the ground.
So since I declared reckless, any attack on me, JD, will be just standard.
Okay,
To
so instead of
counteract the-
disadvantage.
Yeah, just standard, since I put myself at disadvantage.
Okay,
Just FYI.
so that's going to bring us
End of
to
turn. End of turn.
this one, who is going to walk up next to you and make an attack against you as well. He's going to absolutely miss as you just shrug off this attack here. This one here is the one you killed. This one is going to start marching this way. And this one is going to walk over towards you, Urus, and take a swipe at you. That's going to be a 23 nat 20, which is going to be a total of 8 damage that you take as this thing scratches across you. T, you were up.
I will shoot the one that's directly in front of me.
The one to the north of you?
Correct. The one that's getting closer and closer.
That is absolutely going to hit. You fire another bolt right into the chest cavity of this creature, but still he gets knocked back, but still creeping towards you.
I'll just end my turn.
Okay. This one here is going to kind of make his way around the well here and is going to attack Uthal here, but flanking, so with advantage. That's going to be a 16.
Yep.
Okay, so 4 bludgeoning damage to you from that.
Half on rage.
Half with rage. And this one you see kind of disappear in behind this wall here. Urus, you're up.
I will try to cast Sacred Flame on the one directly in front of me.
Okay.
So he needs to make a dexterity savings throw.
Dex save?
Yeah, or he's gonna take the max damage on it.
He failed.
Nice.
Does 8 damage?
8 radiant damage.
All right. You start to see what's left of the flesh on his bones start to burn off, and you hear this, but still shambling towards you. He says a good zombie sound.
Good zombie sounds.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This one's going to shamble towards you, 10T, and make an attack directly at you here. It's going to be a 15 to hit.
No, sir.
All right, you managed to block it and avoid that damage. Susan.
The one in front of me, that one hasn't been hit, right?
Correct.
Okay. I would like to try and hit it with my two-handed longsword. And so with Divine Smite, do I have to call that before I do it? Or can I wait if it hits and then...
It just happens when you hit, but you don't have to declare it necessarily, but it's preferred.
Yeah.
If it does
etiquette.
hit, I would like to Divine Smite. If it doesn't hit, I don't want to waste a spell
Yeah.
slot.
You don't lose it if you don't connect. It's only upon hit is it spent.
Right.
Oh.
So you don't lose one of it.
So you would say I want to use Divine Smite, but if you miss, like he said, you don't lose it.
Yeah.
But you do need to call it before you swing.
Okay. Well, I believe with the 7, I do not hit.
This thing actually stumbles. You were right on track to hit it, but it stumbles in a way that you just completely whiff. Does that? Do you want to move, or do you want to end your turn?
Good.
Okay.
Good here.
This one here is going to march up towards you, Uthal, and take another swing at you. It's going to be 21 for 5 bludgeoning damage.
Is that 2 or 3? Half.
That's going to be 2. It's rounded down.
2. All right.
Yeah. And another one is going to take another swipe at you, Susan. 14 to hit.
Psych! Don't hit me.
You block it. And then
Block
one
the
more
traitor.
is going to make an attack against you with advantage. This one here, just to your west, Uthal. It's going to be a 22 to hit for another 5 bludgeoning damage, rounded down to 2.
Perfect. I'm
which-
doing great.
Uthal, you are up.
All right. Just for simplicity, the only one out of those 5, Susan's hit this one, right?
She's attacked it, but hasn't hit it.
Okay. None of these have been damaged.
Let's see. Nope, none of the ones in your general
Okay.
vicinity have been damaged.
That's more of just for your ease of tracking. All right, great. You all are terrible. I will attack this one for your sanity.
Okay.
JD. I'll do. I won't do reckless. Just a
Okay.
standard rage. Oh,
That
damn it.
that definitely hits for 9 damage as you cleave into the back of this thing, and you hear it.
Cool. I'll orient myself so I'm kind of facing this way. And then I'll end my turn.
Okay. As you face that way, one of them is going to look up and take a quick swipe at you with no advantage. That's going to be a 16 to hit.
Yeah. Should be a disadvantage with just the protection.
Okay, with disadvantage would be a 13.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Okay, so he misses. This one is going to shamble forward and take a swipe at you, Susan, for 8, which is going to miss. The next one is going to take another swipe against you, Urus. It's going to be a 22 for 3 bludgeoning damage. T, you're up.
With the one standing directly in front of me, I'm going to go ahead and pull my short swords out and make some swipes.
Go for it. That is going to... The first one's going to miss as he sort of just stumbles and falls against the wall for a second. But as he comes to, you follow across with another attack for 4 damage, which slices right across his throat. And you see this bloody ichor just sort of spilled down the front of his body. But he's still standing, just... shambling towards you.
Well, then I'll just end my turn.
This zombie here is going to take another swipe at you, Uthal.
Yep.
With advantage since he is flanking. It's going to be a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
For 3
3 is
damage.
what, 2?
That'll be 1 damage.
Alright.
This next one is going to shamble out of... Here, let me move this guy. Shamble out and is going to take a swipe against you, Susan, with advantage. But is still going to miss as you're busy engaged with the one in front of you and you lean forward just as this thing goes to swipe at you. Urus.
Sacred Flame. Same one I shot earlier, right in front of me.
Okay. That's a dex save, correct?
Yeah.
He's going to absolutely fail.
6 radiant.
Okay, he takes that full damage as he burns even more. Let's see here. Which one are you? 10T, this one's going to, now that he's fully kind of caught up to you, is going to take another swipe at you here. It's going to be a 22 to hit for 5 bludgeoning damage.
You're muted.
That does.
Okay. 5 damage. Susan.
I would again like to hit the one in front of me. 2-hand jam with a smite if it hits.
Okay. The 2-hand jam.
I keep pushing a wrong button. Fuck me. Okay, sorry.
This one goes to stumble again, and you just barely miss. As this happens, as you miss, you hear a voice in the distance scream, "What is the meaning of this?" And you see stepping out of the tent a human that is wearing these red long robes. He has very pale, sallow skin, a shaved head, and black tattoos cover his forehead. To give you a better look, he looks like this. And as he says that, the zombies seem to go from aggressive to just passive. And they just sort of stand there, looking at you.
Who are you?
And that's where we're gonna pick up next week.
Cliffhanger.
Woo! Cliffhanger indeed. So yeah. Massive zombie fight into some dude who just wanders out of a tent asking what the hell's going on while surrounded by a dozen zombies. What does he want?
He's
What is his purpose
friendly.
here? Maybe he's friendly.
Not raising an undead army to attack somewhere.
Friend or foe?
Yeah, friend or foe. But that's yeah, that's gonna be it tonight. How do y'all feel? Any what'd you think about tonight? Felt like it went good, went bad? Enjoyed
Fun.
it?
It's our first time traveling for
Good.
It was.
Nice.
We did travel. We traveled a lot.
Kill all the zombies.
We killed all the zombies. Let's see here. Let's go back to this screen here. So yeah, that's where we're gonna go ahead and stop it for tonight. So thank you everybody for joining us tonight. We actually had a lot of people stop by tonight. That was awesome. Thank you all for stopping by. We had some. Thank you all for the subscriptions. First of all, holy shit, 12 subscriptions in a single night is a little ridiculous. It's out of the ordinary, but we appreciate it. We absolutely reinvest everything that we, all the subs, donations that we get go right back into what we do here and try to make it better. Considering the fact that we are preparing, for anybody who wasn't here at the beginning of the stream, we're preparing for Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. This book is thick, and I've been reading through it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're playing this campaign just to give us time to kind of prep this and get it ready. But I will say the support that you guys have given us through the subscriptions and everything have allowed us to prepare very well, get all the resources that we need to run this well on a stream. So thank you all for that very, very much. So that should be starting here in the next few weeks. But for now, we hope you enjoyed the session tonight. I had a good time. It's been a couple weeks since we played. We're going to be back on Monday with Shadow of the Demon Lord, which, if you're not familiar with what that is, it's basically another tabletop RPG similar to D&D, but much darker tone, a little bit different rule set to it that actually... Urus is our DM for that, so I actually have the pleasure of sitting on the other side of the table from him, which I vastly enjoy. It's a nice little break from DMing. So keep an eye out on our Twitter at CloakStagger. We'll be keeping you posted on updates when we're going live with Shadow the Demon Lord or in our other streams. But also I'll be able to keep you guys posted there when we're going to start our Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign, which is going to be our next long-term campaign. This is kind of just a filler for now. So, again, thank you all for watching. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you on Monday. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.